that's a surprise.
It's a surprise. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of...
Well, you might not like it, but it's something that's a rare item that even if you don't like it, you could trade it for something else that you might like better.
Ooh, okay.
But it has to do with TCGs, and I know you enjoy TCGs.
I do enjoy TCGs.
But it has to do with the chaotic TCG, which I know you don't care for that much.
I'm alright.
Joking, because it has nothing to do with the chaotic TCG, which
Man,
is your
got my
favorite
hopes
TCG
up.
of them all.
Yeah.
Because it has random cards that could have different numbers on them, depending on what the printer decided to print.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Close enough.
Are you feeling Halloweeny?
Halloweeny. I am quite Halloweeny.
Are you a Halloweeny or a Halloweener?
I'm a Halloweener.
Wow. Are you dressing up to go to school tonight?
No.
You're just going to go to school plain?
Well, I'm going to go to school and then charcoal. Draw on charcoal.
What?
Yeah, I have art. I have a drawing class tonight. I get to draw a still life in charcoal.
That's weird.
No,
that has nothing to do with the Eve of All Saints.
All Hallows Eve.
Yes. What are you doing?
School.
Are you going to go out and egg people's houses after school tonight?
No.
Are you going to TP their trees?
No.
Have you ever done that?
No.
Yeah, me either. I was always too mature for whatever, my age.
Yeah, I was too. Plus, if they'd done it to me, how pissed would I be in the morning? I couldn't do it.
That's true as well.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy Halloween. I myself live in a community where Halloween is a party that they hold in the community center, and that's it. There's no trick-or-treating. I don't have to see children. It's quite delightful. But
I passed out candy this weekend, so I can kind of sympathize.
Why would you do that this weekend? Halloween is today.
It was an Ohio thing.
Don't tell me you guys are doing the same thing Milwaukee does, because that just gets me so angry.
Fort Wayne's is tonight, so...
What?
Yeah, it's on Halloween.
What is?
Fort Wayne, where they pass out candy, that's the Halloween designated. But in Ohio, apparently, it's that Saturday, like the Saturday that Halloween's closest to. So
that's a load of baloney.
I agree.
Halloween is October 31st. That is when you trick or treat.
I agree.
The state, the government do not decide when trick or treating is or is not appropriate. Talk about overreach of the government.
The man's trying to control the candy.
Well, they're doing something. They're trying to protect the children, but this is just unnecessary. Did you know also that daylight savings time was moved into November because the candy manufacturers wanted it to be light out later so that people, or get dark earlier, I don't know which one it is, so that there would be more people trick-or-treating?
I did not know that.
Neither do I. I may be making that up, but I think I heard that somewhere. But let's talk about other spooky things, like people from another planet that use us as avatars to fight their battles for them. How dare they?
Yeah.
People from the planet Cray.
They use...
Do we talk about Vanguard here? Is that what we talk about? I think Cole, you and I are a little beat today, aren't we?
A little bit.
How long was your drive?
About 2.5 hours.
Oh, that's nothing.
It's not bad, no. But I kind of tend to fall asleep at the wheel sometimes.
Yeah, I've done that myself.
Yeah, because there's just something about being in a car with it's warm and comfy, and then just with the hum of the vibrations on the road just kind of lulls me to sleep. So I gotta stay incredibly diligent when driving.
Yeah, you need to listen to some sweet podcasts like Card Fight Vanguard Drive Check podcast. Yeah,
I really need to.
And it's super effective Pokemon podcast.
The new episode came out today, didn't it?
That it came out at 2:00 or this morning, or 4:00 this morning. Oh,
I need to download that.
Oh, go for it. So last week, Jack and we had the No Edits podcast because I had a lot to get ready for. I had my marathon yesterday morning, so I did complete all 26.2 miles. Not as quickly as I wanted to, but did get to have my medal placed on me by a very, very handsome Marine. So that made it all worth it. And I got a selfie with him, or I mean a picture with him. It's not a selfie if there's two people in it. So yes, I got a picture with him. And it was so funny because I was like, can I have a picture with you? And he's like, sure. And then I tried to hold up my camera to do the picture, and I was so exhausted, my hand was shaking and everything. And I was like, I'm so sorry, I can't hold the camera still.
Oh, man.
I'll send you the picture, though, because he's real cute.
I can't wait.
I'm sure you can't.
No, I'm excited for it.
So you don't have a regular like Joe Schmo job anymore, so you get to play Vanguard all the time, right?
If only.
Well, but you got to play Vanguard last weekend, didn't you?
Was it last week? Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, I played Vanguard. I played Weiss. I played Luck and Logic. I played like almost the entire gambit of my card collection on me.
What Vanguard did you play?
I redid my my Night Rose deck, and first two games were a little. Oh, so what's this card do again?
Ooh, shameful.
Yeah.
You were reading the cards. Dag. But you'll get it back now because you never have to go to that horrible workplace ever again.
Nope, never again. Unless I want the really good food, but never again.
Do they still give you a discount for being a former employee?
I don't know, but I was so good to them that they might, if I bat my eyes and, show my pretty blues, they might.
Oh, you do have some beautiful blue eyes. That's very true. I have not had a chance myself to play any Vanguard because, yes, I was in the final week of training for the marathon and all the other things I have to do with my life. But that's all over, and it is back to Vanguard as much as I possibly can get in. I know yesterday evening they had a pre-release for the Zodiac Time Beasts, I believe is the set that's coming out next week.
Oh yeah. Yep. There's something Zodiac Time Beasts, but yeah.
What do you mean?
I think was it just Time Beasts, or did it have a specific name, like Glorious Bravery of the Radiant Sword or whatever?
No, it did not have that name because that name's been used already.
Is it something similar?
Is it a booster set?
It's a extra booster. It's clan booster or extra booster. True Zodiac Time Beasts. Oh, that's a trial deck. Gear of Fate is the clan booster.
What is the release date for Gear of Fate?
They're both coming out November 4th.
So that would be next week.
Yeah.
And they are completely Gear Chronicle.
Yeah. No Angel Feather in there at all.
So do you have any taste for the Gear Chronicle?
No. I mean, some of them look kind of cool, but...
Like, if somebody handed you... I know the art is, like, whatever. It's... You dig the arts and stuff.
Yeah.
But if somebody handed you, like, a pre-formatted Gear Chronicle... Not only handed you a pre-formatted Gear Chronicle deck, but also cards that, like, based on your own judgment, you could swap in, swap out, so they gave you extra cards, would you play Gear Chronicle?
Yeah, because then it would be free. So, yeah, I'd play it.
So you'd play anything?
Yeah, I'd try anything. I don't know if it wouldn't be a main clan, but it wouldn't hurt to know how to play it. So
you just have it on the side.
Destroy with my Grand Blues. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I don't know. It just... There's something about Gear Chronicle that puts me off.
Oh, I agree.
And I've always been a hipster since I was a little boy, and I just can't be with the lamestream. And, that's what Gear Chronicle is becoming. Not to disparage any Gear Chronicle players out there, props to you and your enjoyable clan, but whatever. But I just want to be something that's a little different, something that's a little out there. So or something that speaks to my heart, and Gear Chronicle is not it. But
Yeah.
if people do want to play Gear Chronicle, this is a good set to jump in. Do you think?
I think it is, especially with that trial deck coming out, because they're coming out on the same day, which is really nice, and you can get cards from the extra booster that would help. Because I think they've got like extra Zodiac support. I think the Zodiac Time Beast support. I think they have that in Gear and
That's
Fate,
probably built in, yeah.
Yeah.
So also there is in this set, there's a reprint of Next Stage, which is
True.
the big, super expensive Gear Chronicle card. There's Gear Groovy, which is the card that we were complaining about.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that.
So yeah, if you've been like wanting to become a Gear Chronicle player, this is a set to invest in. It's worth it. And all the cards are Gear Chronicle. So, it's not like you're going to end up with a bunch of Great Nature that you have no interest in. Speaking of Great Natures, you've got a Great Nature, Cole.
Oh, thank you.
No, I'm kidding. You have a decent nature.
I'll take that.
But they have released some new cards for the Trinity Dragon set that'll be coming out, or some information about cards. Is that true?
It's more like information, yeah. So they have revealed. I thought they were alternative arts, but I don't recognize any of the names of them. Like I haven't seen them before. Like Enigma and Gigastorm. They're all grade 3s, by the way. So I'm assuming they're like the main grade 3s of each of the characters. So you got Enigma and Gigastorm, and you got Rough Deity, Spirit World, Susanoo, and then Pointer of Kindness, Big Belly. So
that's the Great Nature.
Cool. Yeah, that's the Great Nature.
So who is the... Okay, let's see if I can... I've been watching a lot of Vanguard G lately.
Okay.
So let me see. It's the leader of Trinity Dragon. His name is like Sekubo? Is that? Or Sekubo? Sekuba? Something like that. The one who plays the Dimension Police is Carl?
Yeah. Super Japanese name, Carl.
Yeah, and then the one who plays Great Nature is K.
Yes.
The tall guy who likes animals.
Oh, it's Tsunado is the...
Tsunado.
Yeah.
Like a tornado.
Yep.
He's got weird hair.
He does.
But I don't know if like the Vanguard cartoon is trying to tell us that like long hair is more popular in Japan, but they do tend to have a lot of characters with some long hair in braids and such that it's just not something you're going to see here.
Because long hair is cool, man. It's starting to come back.
I mean, it looks good on you, would not look good on me.
Fair point.
All right, so we are just going to use our exhaustion as an excuse. Going to talk about some more cards that have been revealed at different BWCs and in other arenas that we found out about some new cards that are coming out. And then we were hoping to have Jack on today. Did you notice Jack's not here?
Oh, that's why it's so quiet.
Yeah, it's just Will and Cole. But he's doing the school thing, and even though it's Halloween and he should have just ditched all of his classes today, no, he actually went to class and is trying to learn a thing.
A thing or two.
I guess so. I mean, it's weird for me because, right, I went to Georgetown University, and Halloween is probably the biggest holiday at Georgetown because The Exorcist was filmed there. So there's always like a big screening of The Exorcist, and there's a cemetery in the middle of the campus. So at midnight, everybody gathers at the cemetery and they do a big howl, and days gone by.
That's really interesting.
All right, so let's talk about this first card that I don't understand at all, Cole. I don't understand it.
You don't understand Light Elemental Hanali?
The Cray Elemental.
Yeah.
Well, because, all right, So, it does two things.
Yep.
Number one, uh, you can't have. Oh, let me just read it. All rear guards cannot attack the vanguard in the fifth or more battle of the turn unless Counterblast 1 is paid. You must pay when you attack. So it forces your opponent, or is it your opponent and you? It is both of you.
It's both of you, yep.
That if you want to do is it a fifth rear guard attack? No, it's a fifth attack.
Yeah. Fifth attack on the vanguard.
Wait. Oh, so the fifth attack can be other rear guards. It just can't be the vanguard. Right. So that seems to be very oriented towards to fight against Aquaforce.
I was thinking Aquaforce, but then I was also thinking that lately there have been a lot of decks that just keep restanding and attacking, like the Genesis, the Angel Wiseman, whatever loop that they've got there, where you just keep standing and getting more. And then I could get up to 5 attacks, not with, well, I could actually with my Grand Blue if I can play it strategically, but it's a lot harder for me to do that. So this mainly is.
And I guess with the restanding Messiahs as well, you can get in maybe up to 5 attacks. Now that I think about it, because you can do 1, 2, lock them each. 3 is the Vanguard attack, and then that unlocks, and then you can do 4, 5. So you just wouldn't get attack number 5.
Yeah.
Or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, etc. On and on and on and on.
Right.
So then the other thing that confuses me is you have to basically counterblast just to place the card.
Yeah, I saw that. When I read it first, I thought it was flip in your G zone. So I was like, oh, sweet. That's awesome. Then you can flip like an unused copy of, I don't know.
Well, you can get your GB up one if you could, but no. It's in your damage zone.
You would spiral it down. So you would take away one of your flipped up. But yeah, it is in the damage zone. So that makes it. I guess they kind of got to make it even, especially if your deck's not oriented to more than 5 attacks, then there wouldn't be any drawback for you playing that card.
So what kind of decks benefit from a smaller number of attacks?
Decks that benefit from building up the rear guards mainly, and then swinging for larger numbers, like
Dimension
Cosmic
Police.
Hero. Yep, Cosmic Hero, Dimension Police.
That would be one. Not Nova Grapplers. Nova Grapplers are all about restanding.
Yeah, I think Shadow Paladins might as well.
Yeah, because you're always retiring all your rear guards to get effects, so you're not going to have that many rear guards out there.
Yeah, and you're going to have huge attacks too. So it's more for that kind of, huge.
All right. Well, maybe you have given value to this Cray Elemental, even though nobody will ever play it.
I think one person will play it.
And they'll top the BWCs.
Yep, and then everybody else will play it, and then that common's going to spike.
All right. So, what's this other one you put in front of me? Djinn of Black Wind and White Rain. What clan is this from?
Narukami!
Oh, Narukamis. I just mailed away all of my Narukamis. I didn't have many. I'd say maybe it's like 20 or 25 at most, but I mailed them all to Superfan Micah because he loves what's his name? Naoki Ishida. That's his favorite character from the cartoon. So, and Naoki is best known for his playing at the Narukamis. So he got all my electric dragons.
So he's got electric dragons and then water police or whatever they're called. Marines. What? There we go.
The what?
He does the Aquaforce, right?
Not unless he's moved to that in the generation G generation, but
no, I'm sorry. Micah.
Oh, Micah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he does Aquaforce, Narukamis, and Gold Paladins as well. But I think he most identifies with the Narukamis, even though I don't think he has a Narukami deck because there hasn't been one really worth building lately. So
True.
why put
True.
any effort towards it? So what is this Jin of Black Wind and White Rain going to do for me?
He's a stand trigger, actually. So, for Generation Break 1, when this unit is placed in the rearguard circle, this unit gets power plus question mark 1,000. It's a question mark because it's a really blurry scan and they couldn't quite make out the number, but okay. So, choose one of your units, and that unit until end of turn gains auto Thunderstrike 1. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, your opponent chooses one of his or her rearguards and retires it and binds it face up.
That's
Can
kind
you?
of confusing.
Yeah, can you not like straight up bind something from the field?
You can because Urieli and Medusa. Oh no, they do that from hand, don't they?
Hmm.
Well, I
Wait,
know is it Spike Brothers that bind things on the field? They bind them face up. Yeah, it's so confusing. But
it's worded really weird.
well, I think so. Obviously, someone can give us more information who's not more knowledgeable about us, but possibly
Right.
putting it in that order means that any effects that trigger on retiring a card will trigger, and then the card is bound from the drop zone so that it can't be reused from the drop zone. Or maybe it's bound from whatever zone it ends up based on effects and things like
But,
that, but you get
but
retirement effects.
my question is, if you're gonna retire it and then bind it anyway, why even retire it? Why not bind it straight away?
Oh, I
So that
mean,
way you wouldn't
that's
get that when retired effect.
well, I don't know. Who knows what the retire effects are going to be,
It's
or
true.
um, if it's a sort of a concession to any of the other clans that get boosts from retirement. Who knows? That's why we'll have to have somebody who's smarter than us look at this. Also, what is Thunderstrike 1? I forget what Thunderstrike keyword does.
Thunderstrike is the number of face up cards in your opponent's bind zone, I believe.
Ah, I believe you're correct. And I keep forgetting that because
Yeah.
I'm a terrible, terrible Vanguard player.
It's a cool sounding keyword, but I think it's quite forgetful. The
Forgettable?
effect of it. Yeah. Which is bad, but
A person is forgetful, a word is forgettable. All right. Or a noun is forgettable. All right. So we have another, you're just hooking on them Narukamis this week. Eradicator, Ambitious Dragoon.
Dragoon.
So Eradicators are a subclan of the Narukami.
Yep.
As opposed to Brawlers.
Yeah, there's brawlers, eradicators, and then is there anything else?
Probably. We're not that smart.
True.
So this Eradicator, it's a Forerunner.
Yes.
And do we wait, we don't know what set these are coming out in?
That's true, but right now it's pretty likely that it's 9. They just can't read the actual
It's too blurry.
numbers on the set. Yeah.
Okay. And what does this dude do when the attack of your Vanguard with Descendant? I guess Descendants. Well, no, Descendants is a leader in the Eradicators. Okay.
Oh, okay.
When the attack of your Vanguard with Descendant in its card name hits a Vanguard, you may return this unit to your hand. Oh, so you can get the shield back. Anything else?
Right.
There's no cost for that. It's just an on-hit.
It's a Generation Break 1, too. So,
a lot of the Forerunner skills are GB1 nowadays.
That's true. Because they're too good, apparently.
Well, it also slows down the game a little bit.
And then G-Guards happen to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool ability. I like how it can bounce back to hand.
Oh, and every time, too, huh? Every time. So it's kind of like Lozenge Magus and the old Forerunners. They used to pop back into deck because they were triggers. But, yeah. I mean, it's not limited, It's not only after it's been used as a Forerunner, so You can keep placing it as you need, and then popping it back to hand.
It's kind of like having a toolbox in your hand.
No, a toolbox of limited tool.
A limited tool. Right now, so far, there might be more, but yeah.
Right.
I like that. That's cool.
Now, the angel feathers, which definitely needed support, they're getting some more support. Thank goodness.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so this is a GB3.
Yeah, it's a stride. There we go. Holy Seraph Altiel. Yeah.
Yeah.
GB3, counterblast 1, and all of your units in your front row get power plus 2,000 to line of turn. So that's pretty good. That's pretty neat. And then it's got
they don't have any opportunities to do power boosts or anything like that.
Right? And then the second ability is a rescue ability. So rescue, auto, counterblast 1 and soul blast 1, and choose a face down card from your G zone and turn it face up. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to the same number of cards from your damage zone as the number of face-up cards named Holy Seraph Altiel in your G zone. Heal them. Choose one of your Vanguards and deal 1 damage for each card healed with this effect.
So it just allows you to recycle up to 3 damage.
Yep. Recycle and then re-deal. So heal and then deal 3 damage. Up to 3 damage.
So that means you can have 3 more opportunities for triggers to trigger.
Should trigger. So imagine this card with a card like Gear Gravy. So you would be able to pick that one, and plus, because you already have 4 of what's your face, Holy Seraph Altiel in your G zone face up. You get all 4 of them.
Yeah. What's the cost for this? Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1?
Yeah, and then choose any face down in your G zone face up. So that could be just like the Sea Breeze that you didn't use or whatever.
Yeah. This doesn't seem right. Well, except that there is no Gear Groovy for the Angel Feathers yet.
That's true. Yeah. Hopefully there won't be.
Let's not get too upset. All right. Black Mirage Hagiti? Something? What clan is this one?
I believe it's Angel Feather as well. Yeah, it's Rescue Angel Feather.
Oh, why do they have something that's evil sounding?
Well, it's because Gabrielle is all about the black angels and whatnot. So it's like a lot of the cards in the G era are black angel something other.
All right. Well, this is a Black Mirage, and it is Rescue 2, which is an activated ability on the rearguard circle once per turn, so not on Vanguard circle. Generation Break 1. Okay. Counterblast 1 and rest this unit. If the number of cards in your damage zone is 5, choose 2 cards from your damage zone, heal them, choose one of your Vanguards, and deal 2 damage. So, just a quick and easy way to get 2 trigger checks.
Mm-hmm.
And recycle 2 damage.
Yeah, she's a grade 1 as well. I forgot to put that in there.
Oh, okay. And Rescue 2 means that you have to have what?
Yeah, well, you have to have at least 2 damage in your damage zone because you're healing 2 in order to deal 2.
Well, but you have to have 5 damage in your damage zone to use this effect.
Well, 2 is the number of the number is how many you're healing, and then you're dealing the same amount.
All right.
So yeah,
these keywords, boy, for an old man like me, it's still taking time to learn them, and they've been doing keywords for over a year now.
Isn't it almost 2 years?
Stop. All right, so we've got a Revenger, which is obviously a Shadow Paladin, because the Revengers are a subclan of the Shadow Paladins.
Yeah.
But it sounds almost like a deleter to me.
Detecting Revenger. Alright, activated ability from the rear guard circle. Rest this unit. Reveal 5 cards from the top of your deck. Choose 1 Revenger Raging Form Dragon from among them, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. If you did not put it into your hand, choose one of your other units, and it gets power plus 2,000 until end of turn.
So this is just broken. What grade is this one?
Shoot. I'll have to double check on that one.
Well, it's probably not a grade 3 since its effect is only on the rearguard circle.
I feel like it's a grade 1. Yeah, it's grade 1.
So it just guarantees, or, well, hopefully assists you in getting your Raging Form Dragon out, which you want for your Revenger rides to go forward. And then if you can't get a Raging Form Dragon, you're not cursed, you get plus 2,000.
And what makes it even better is it's not generation or GB locked at all.
Oh, that as well. So maybe they're trying to do away with G-Assist.
If they can make it work.
Honestly, folks, don't G-Assist. Just don't do it. Take the loss with honor. But we have other new There's a lot of Revengers coming out here.
That's what I noticed.
For us Shadow Paladin players, this opens up a whole new set of options. Interesting. True Revenger, Raging Red Dragon, or Raging Wrapped Dragon. I'm sorry, my computer's a little far away from my face to be able to read these things. So not only are they Revengers, they're Raging. You can't have one without the other. So this is LB4. I guess it's a grade 3 then?
No, it's a stride.
It's a grade 4. Grade 4 with a limit break.
Yeah.
All right, LB4, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, and choose 2 grade 3 Abyss Dragon from your hand and discard them, and choose 2 of your rear guards and retire them. Wow. Just throw it all away. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked, if you have a heart card with Raging in its card name, you may pay the cost. If you do, put the unit into your G-zone face up. Put this unit into your G-zone face up. Choose a face-down card named True Revenger, Raging Wrapped Dragon from your G-zone. Stride it on your Vanguard circle as stand, and it gets drive -1 until end of turn. Oh, so basically you attack, you pay that hefty cost, and you get to stride again, and this time just with twin drive as opposed to triple drive.
Yep, that's a total of 5 checks though, so that is scary.
That's pretty decent, but that's a hard cost to pay.
Oh wait, if you can pay that cost more than once, you could do it twice, right?
I guess you could get.
If you have 4 Abyss Dragon or grade 3 Abyss Dragons in your hand, you could.
How are you going to have 4 grade 3 Abyss Dragons in your hand?
You save up those strides?
Unless Revenger Raging Form Dragon is a Abyss Dragon, it probably is.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh. I don't know. It just seems really hard to pull this off. But yeah, I mean, if you could keep doing it, you could do it. Heck, if you had 6 Abyss Dragons, grade 3 Abyss Dragons in your hand, you could just pop that off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And if you get a heal trigger, then you could, because then you would heal one of the damage. Because you still have to counterblast.
Yeah, you got to counterblast there.
And then you have to choose 2 rear guards and retire them as well. Dang.
Yeah, you only have a max of 5 rear guards. So
that's probably why
there are some rear guards that count as multiple.
Oh.
When you retire them.
Right. So
lots of permutations and calculations to make Shadow Paladin players join the dark side. All right, Revenger Detonate Heat Dragon. So another Revenger, probably an Abyss Dragon. Do you know what grade level this one is?
I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say it's grade 3.
All right,
but I will double check.
No, read the ability.
I will double check after I read the ability.
There you go.
When this unit attacks the Vanguard... Oh, yeah, we already read the name. Okay. When this unit attacks the Vanguard, if you have a Vanguard with Raging in its card name, this unit gets power plus 2,000. Then, until end of turn, this unit gets auto rearguard circle. Counterblast 1 and retire this unit. At the end of the turn, you may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for up to 1 Abyss Dragon with limit break 4. Reveal it, put it to your hand, and shuffle your deck.
So, You're grabbing those grade 3 Abyss Dragons out your deck?
Yeah, with Limit Break. How many of them have Limit Break? Is that a common thing with Revengers?
I don't know, and I have to learn my Revengers.
Oh,
I have a lot to learn about Shadow Paladins.
I think we all do.
Well, we will go into these further as time goes on and as Set 9 approaches, because I think we're getting more and more excited for Set 9. Some of us.
Yeah, we are.
Do you have anything in Set 9 that you're looking for?
Not really, but I mean, I'll probably get a bunch of like commons for the Shadow Paladins and jazz
you're
up.
Getting a taste of the Shadow Paladins, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit of taste.
Turning your back on the Gold Paladins and drinking from the dark waters of the Shadow Paladin River.
The river of Styx. All right, so that unit was actually a grade 2.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yep.
All right. So I hacked the drivecheckpodcast@gmail.com email account, and sad to report there were no listener emails in there. And I shed a few tears, cried a little bit, and moved on with my life. But I'd really appreciate it if people would send emails to drivecheckpodcast@gmail.com so that we could read them on the air, in quotes, on the electron highway, superhighway, and then respond to your questions. And if you hear us say something foolish or uninformed, then go right ahead, send us an email, drivecheckpodcast@gmail.com. How many times do I have to say it before you sit at your computer and type out a little email? And I did get a request for a Skype battle, so we'll see if I'm able to get that done now that I'm not doing marathon training and living in perpetual exhaustion anymore. Have a term of the week. I think we may have done this one before. What do you think, Cole?
I thought we did pretty early on too, but that was so long ago.
So long ago. Can you believe we've been doing this for weeks and weeks and weeks? Well,
how many weeks have we been doing?
You've had a lot of time off, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
34 weeks. 34 weeks. Yes.
Dang.
So I just wanted to bring up the Sentinel as our keyword again, because we're starting to see, right, it started out pretty straightforward, where Sentinel was just, you pay the cost of discarding a card from your hand when you played a Sentinel card to the guard circle. And it was a perfect guard or a complete guard, and it basically meant that the attack could not go through. It was an infinite power defense, and the attack could not go through as long as you discarded a card from your hand. Then, when was it? Was it during Asia Circuit, or was it during Link Joker that Quintet Walls started to make an appearance? I think it was during Asia Circuit. So the next concept of a Sentinel was you counterblast 1 and then take the top 5 cards from your deck and put them in the guard circle, and then their combined power, or their combined shield became your total shield against the attack. So not as perfect as a perfect guard, but for some people it helps to... well, for one thing, it's only a counterblast, so you're not losing hand advantage.
Right.
And you can sort of manipulate the size, because you're still, even after playing that Quintet Wall as a Sentinel, you can continue to place down shields from your hand. That's not sort of an end of the turn thing.
Plus, if you did one of the 5 cards you drew was a perfect card, then you're complete guarded right there. So yeah.
Yeah, and then in the G era, we've kind of moved into these new perfect guards that are only perfect guards for your vanguard, so they cannot protect a rear guard like the old perfect guards used to be able to. And once they start duplicating themselves in your drop zone, then you get a countercharge. So it's the countercharging perfect guards. Now we're starting to see all kinds of Sentinels that are doing all kinds of wacky and weird stuff in support, particularly towards the clans they serve. I wish I had a good description of one. I think one that we talked about last week, which one was it? The Rising Supernova, maybe?
I don't know. I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? Because you weren't here last week.
Yeah.
That's why you don't remember.
Yeah. That's exactly it.
But it was, I think it's Great Hero Rising. No, Rising Supernova is a grade 4.
Yeah. Well, anyway, in the newest set, there was a Sentinel that wasn't a perfect card, and it wasn't a Quintet Wall either. Secret Elsie. So it's a Sentinel with the Revelation ability, and then when it's placed from hand to the guard circle during the battle that your Vanguard was attacked, choose any number of cards in your soul and put them into your drop zone. Call the same number of cards from the number of cards put into your drop zone with this effect from the top of your deck to guard circle. So you can take any number of cards from your soul and put those in the drop zone, and then you can take that many cards from the top of your deck and add them to the shield.
Yeah, so that's a new type of Sentinel, specific for Genesis, works along with the Genesis soul blasting mechanic, everything like that. And this whole long drawn out story of why I wanted to have Sentinel as our term of the week was you can only ever have 4 cards with Sentinel in them in your deck. So you can't have 4 perfect guards and 4 quintet walls and 4 special Sentinels that are for your clan particularly. You can only just have 4 Sentinels, period. So when deck building, I don't want people to get confused and think that they can have, because they have different card names, because they have different abilities, that they're not the same thing. But no, you are limited to only 4 Sentinels of whatever type of Sentinel in your deck when you're deck building. All of that to say that. But be on the lookout for these new Sentinels that are specific for clans. I think they're gonna be an interesting new mechanic that's creeping its way into the meta. So we'll have some good times with that. All right, I think that's everything we have to talk about this week. Unfortunately, because if Jack was here, we'd have a lot more things to talk about, and most of them would be offensive and edited out.
And Dragon Ball Z.
And, well, I mean, you could throw in plugs for Chaotic, but that's not published anymore, so...
It's long dead.
I'd like to ask our listeners to leave reviews in iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you listen to this podcast, just to help to get us some recognition and notoriety and visibility. Don't leave reviews in YouTube, because I don't think the podcast gets posted there. Boo-hoo. I'd like to say thank you to SBJ and Nick Burgess for helping us out and keeping us going and giving us the good tunes to listen to as part of our... Makes us sound professional that we have intro and outro music, like the cool guys do. And if you are on Twitter and would like to tweet at us, the podcast Twitter account is @drive_check. And then my personal Twitter account is @WashInTheSink. And Cole, you don't Twitter a lot, but when you do, where would they Twitter at you?
If you were to Twitter at me, I am @Cole_McCune, COLE_MCCUNE.
And then if you wanted to do a Twitter at Jack and just tell him how sad you were that he wasn't on this week's episode, that's @drive_Jack. And then if you want to send us an email, drivecheckpodcast@gmail.com. Doesn't take nothing but a second to send us a little comment for us to read. And we appreciate it. All right, Cole, take us out.
All right, thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Drive Check Podcast. To possess both strength and beauty, such is my bloody sensation.
Is that another Grand Blue?
No, it's Dark Irregular. I thought that was kind of crazy.